World Radio is going down. EXO like the drug. DJ EXO. Mr. I just put out a lot. We get a lot of money around here.
Give a shout out to everybody out there in the H, you know, that support me whenever you hear I got something going on. Appreciate it. This is Carl Thomas, Sumo World Radio, y'all. Please believe it.
I'm gonna be releasing some stuff on Rap Sumo Radio, so y'all already know.
There it is.
What up, y'all? This is Case giving a great big shout out to Sumo World Radio. Keep it locked right here, man. Don't go nowhere.
What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Pillar, man. Elite Empire. We live right now. Red Couch Chronicles, man. E2 Ultra Lounge. I'm with Sumo World Radio, man, and we live in this thing. Shouts out to Sumo, man. We getting it in, man. Anytime y'all want to jump on these Red Couch Chronicles, holla at your boy Sumo. He'll tighten you up, get you right. Make sure you're bread right, though. Let's get it. Double salute.
Sumo World Radio, we done caught up with the fabulous, one of my good book brothers, one of my big homies, you know what I'm saying, straight out of Acres Home, straight from where the home roams, doing it like it go. Got to see Platinum Plex on the wall, forever gonna stand tall, Mr. Ferrell Phelps. How you doing, brother?
I'm fantastic, man. How you doing?
Oh, man, you know I'm ghetto fabulous, man.
Ghetto fabulous. Go ahead and describe yourself, brother.
Most definitely, man. So, you know, I've been wanting to sit down with you for a minute, you know, and catch up with you, and talk about this blessing that you put into my life that you don't even know that how big of a blessing it's been to me.
Is that right?
Yeah. So you put me in the Loving the Skin I'm In book.
Uh-huh.
And I've been getting emails and DMs and phone calls and
Wow.
everything from so many different people from so many different places that happen to see me inside the book. And I want to tell you thank you, first of all.
Oh, man, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being a participant in the project. And I know it took me a minute to get you there, but you finally said yes, man, and I'm so glad that you did because I know it's made a difference in the lives of a lot of people that were a part of the project and beyond. So thank you very much.
And I want to tell you that, you know, I apologize for being so I guess you want to say rough when you was trying to take pictures of me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. But you know what? You came on with it, though. You know, you made up your mind. You understood the scope of the project, and then you certainly moved forward. So I was super excited about that. And I know it was very courageous for you to actually bear all, literally, for the Skin I'm In project, and I thank you for that.
Most definitely, sir. Most definitely. Now, I want to ask you, what has changed in your life since you dropped the book?
What has changed in my life since I dropped the book? I would certainly say that more people know about the Ferrell Phelps brand now. More people know about the Ferrell Phelps brand now than knew before because of the book. It certainly reached a global amount of people in ways that I had never imagined would happen. And it's put me on platforms that I'd never imagined being on. And I'm super excited about other things that's coming up because you know very well that the book is only like 5 months old at this point.
Yes,
so
sir.
we still have big plans with the book. We're just getting it off the ground the way we want to get it off the ground. So life is constantly changing. Things are constantly evolving. And new things will definitely be happening with the project.
I've been seeing you adding new models and you meet new people inside of different organizations that have been coming to you. Some of those same people who you're meeting, they're also coming towards me and asking me about my enlightenment and things that they wrote. And I also found that because of you, I am now a certified published writer.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, that's one of the good things about the Models in the Skin I'm In project. They instantly become authors by being a part of the anthology. And that's something that I wanted to happen because I didn't want it to be a book that was all about me, but I wanted it to be about us. And I wanted it to be about you and people hearing your story from your perspective, from the skin that you're in, with you telling that story. Nobody can tell your story like you can tell your story. And so instantly, yes, everybody that was a part of the project actually became authors in this particular anthology.
Now, I've heard you tell a story privately about what made you even want to do the book, but do you mind sharing that with my people who watch on my page?
Yeah, I have no problem sharing the story because it's one incredible story. Let me tell you. I was asked to come to Germany on last year, April actually, to interview the Princess of Stuttgart, Germany. I had great reservations and trepidation about even going because I had never been to Germany before. It was my first time experiencing being literally out of the country, not only out of the country, but alone and out of the country. And so we would go to these wonderful breakfasts and dinners on a regular basis while I was there. And my last day visiting Germany, our waiter was a very, very dark gentleman. I'd never seen anybody as dark as his brother. And I commented to the people that I was sitting with, I said, man, look at his skin. Isn't that awesome? Look how dark he is. You know, I'm like excited and hyped up about the brother's skin tone.
Yeah.
And it was met by remarks that were very prejudicial. and really kind of shocking. And I'm thinking, wow, I'm over in Germany, and I'm experiencing a level of prejudice as it relates to skin tone and skin color. And skin tone and skin color is something that God blessed us with, whatever that is for us. And so when I said, look at his skin, the remark that was made, well, if it was midnight, we wouldn't be able to see him. And it was followed by laughter. And I'm like, how dare you? You know, I am a brother all day long, 24/7, and you all have paid me to come over the water to interview you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at a table and I hear these types of remarks. So I said to the person that made the remark, I said, isn't it amazing how God created each one of us in his likeness, yet each one of us is different? In other words, if God created this, who are you to make derogatory remarks about it?
That's right.
And so as I began to think about that particular comment more and more and more, I was like, you know what? I got to do a project that forces people to look at the various prejudices that exist within themselves simply based on people that don't look like me or you.
Yeah.
People that look different. People that have different skin types, skin conditions, and things of that nature. And so I went on Facebook. I typed it all in. I'm looking for models that are light complexions, dark complexion, nevas, vitiligo, plus size, you name it, it was on the page. As a result of that post, it went viral, literally all over the world.
Yeah.
Into countries like India and Africa and all over the United States. So as a result of getting that type of response, I knew that the project was global. And so I began to shoot the project. Models literally flew in from all over the United States to be a part of the project. And basically the rest is history.
Yeah. And it's some good history.
And so thank you very much.
Very good history. And I'm going to tell you, I recently went on the radio show, Amazing 102. Mm-hmm. It's a brand new station in Houston. And the question got asked to me about the book, and it got asked to me about the way I felt about it, and how do I carry myself in the type of self-esteem that I have. Mm-hmm. And I told people, I said, well, be honest with you, if you took somebody's, let's say they're handicapped, as they like to call it, right? Mm-hmm. And you and all of you talked about to them every single day of their life is their handicap. Well, if you consider yourself to be a regular person, like most of them do, and then we take your flaws and then we enlighten them every single day, whether it be your financial flaws, your relationship flaws, your living flaws, whatever flaws you have within your life, everybody wouldn't still be breathing. There's a lot of people who commit suicide because of what someone says. Because words are very effective.
Right.
And you say the wrong thing to the wrong person on the wrong day, then you make them not want to even breathe anymore. So I told them that what I focus my life on is more or less of, no, I'm not the most churchiest person. I do believe in God and I respect the factor of religion. But I focus on treating people right. As long as you treat people good and be yourself and then know and love you and love God and respect that, and I feel like everything should be all right around you. And if it's not all right around you, that means you need to reevaluate something. And that's what I learned about from being in the book, because everybody who I talk to who's my size,
right,
90% of the people who I talk to who are my size, they don't love each other. They don't love themselves first. They love everything else around them, and they feel like it's the way that they love everything else around them makes them want to love themselves. Instead of just loving themselves and letting that
as they are in the skin that they're in.
Exactly. So I want to tell you, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for being a part of the project.
Hey, man, it was a scary honor.
A scary honor, but you know what? You did it with fear and trepidation, but you did it. And you could have easily got to the finish line and stopped, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You said, let's move forward, let's do this thing. And as a result of you doing it, it blessed so many people. And I thank you for being courageous enough, yet again, to come forward and do what you did, to bear all basically in front of the camera. So it's made a huge difference in the lives of other people that can relate specifically to what you're dealing with.
Ferrell Phelps, y'all hear him talking, right? Ferrell, where can they find you, man?
You can easily find me on Facebook. I'd say that's one of the best spots to find me. Ferrell Phelps, that's FerrellPhelps is the last name. So I'm very easy to find. You can email me at letstalkaboutit12tv@gmail.com as well. But again, Facebook is certainly the best way to find me.
And he has one of the #1 shows on YouTube. I mean, when I say the prestige adults would love his show. I know some of my people are going to be shocked to see him on my show. Because, my show is mostly hip-hop and entertainment and everything. But then again, Ferrell does have history within the music business, because he's the only photographer that I know that has platinum plaques of who?
Destiny's Child.
Sitting on his wall. And what did you do for Destiny's Child?
I've done a lot of pictures for them, especially in their early days, before they even had the name Destiny's Child. I was shooting pictures of them, shooting them in my home. I got a lot of never-before-seen pictures of the girls that the world has not seen yet, and things like that. So yeah, I've had the opportunity to work with people that definitely became, I guess you say, quote-unquote celebrities. And people like Kelly Price, Dionne Warwick, Nancy Wilson, Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
Just to name a few, you know. But I'm not defined by that. I'm defined by the difference that I make in the world with the gift that God has given me.
Well, that gift you have for pictures, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody who has ever came and took a picture with you, right? It becomes a part of their life and a memory that lives on even after they're gone.
Yeah, and that's the importance of pictures. You know, photos, I say it all the time, photos are forever. When we're long gone, it's that photo that still represents who we were when we were here on earth.
That's right. Well, brother, I'm not going to keep you much longer, man. Thank you very much for your time. And this is Sumo. You want to give any shout-outs while you're right here?
Yeah, you know what? I want to give you a shout-out, man. How about that? I want to give Mr. Sumo. And I always get your name wrong. And you always correct me. Am I saying it right now?
Sumo.
Sumo. What did I used to say? Sumo?
Sumo.
Sumo. Okay, I used to get it wrong. You always correct me. I want to make sure I get it right.
Yeah,
okay, Sumo.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to you, man. And kudos to you for being in the project and letting your guard down and saying, hey, I want to do this thing. You know, and let me tell you, you said that it's made a difference in your life. I believe that because the remarks that I get from people who see your pictures like, wow, man, I can relate to this.
Yeah.
You know, and we all want to find something that we can relate to. That's very important. So I definitely want to give a shout out to you for being the courageous man that you are.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Sumo World Radio, man. We'll get with you next time, man. Oh, there it is.